What is going on, everybody? Oh my gosh, it's finally time for The Walking Dead Season 10, the premiere. I'm using AMC Premiere to actually watch it. I'm actually breaking from the the Sunday night thing. Just for now, I mean, you'll still see this video Sunday night because I want to stay consistent with the uploads. I don't want to upload it too early and get into trouble with any copyright things or anything. But I was seeing too much information for this episode across the internet, so I figured that it's
with your brother.
My mom and dad wanted to build a better future. Not everyone wanted to follow the rules. And our new world is still dangerous. We met a group who look like the dead and walk with the dead.
We only want one thing from you. My daughter.
It's hard to know who to trust, but you gotta have people to survive.
An attack against one community is an attack against all of us.
Sign the charter.
Lydia needed our help. And caring about people means you do whatever it takes to keep them safe.
Oh yeah, that fight.
We all came together at the kingdom for the fair.
Down elevator.
And they came for Lydia. What they did to us, to our friends.
Still triggered.
My mom's gonna keep us safe. Whatever it takes. No matter what comes next. Over and out.
Now then we get the Commonwealth. Most likely, the Commonwealth. Just saying, what the heck am I watching right now? What is going on? Why are we in space? What is going on? The USSR? I thought we just cut to like Interstellar or something. What just happened? And also there's subtitles on the screen. You can't see them. I have the full screen so I can see. Subtitles are not even in English, but I can't control that. What the is? Does that zombie have an anchor shoved through its leg? Well, doesn't matter. Judith took care of it. Oh, here we go. The phalanx formation charge. We're on the beaches of Oceanside. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but we're getting ready for something. We got Ezekiel. Oh, we got a large force here. Did they just get every single person from all the communities and said, you know what, we're just going to go on this beach and back to the boat? Those are some dope shields, man. I saw them in the trailer. Oh. What was with the satellite? Why was there a Russian satellite circling the Earth?
Drop! Marchers!
Holy crap. Now that's some medieval tactics. I like how Daryl's just like on the outside, like, yes,
March!
you are doing well. General Dixon at your shoulder. What are they trying to do? Just clear up the fight? Protected beyond that hole before paying back. That was Alden. Get protected on good old Alden. Now that's adaptive. Holy crap! What a throw! Practicing javelin throwing competition. Alexander's #1. Whoop. I like everybody walking. Yes, here I come with my giant axe. Holy shit. I like, not only that, Luke, he looks like he's about to conduct a symphony with that black jacket. And here he comes with his giant husks. He does not have.
Back off!
About to get real, y'all. Everyone stand.
Okay, what's the point of even trying to hold that door? Way too many. Yeah, just get back into the formation and just kill them the way you go.
Head up!
You know what? I bet you they're doing this because they're afraid that the walkers are whispering, or maybe that they're hiding in them. I have to. Oh yeah. Daryl's like, screw that, I don't need a shield. I got dual blades.
On me!
Disgusting. Okay, so what was the point of attacking all of those walkers? Was there food on that ship?
Weirdest thing you ever pulled out of one of these ghost ships. Go.
Oh, that would definitely be the crate full of hot dog trophies.
Is that a euphemism? What are you talking about?
Oh, literally trophies shaped like dancing hot dogs.
Okay.
I mean, I guess they sort of look euphemistic.
Okay.
You need help with that?
No.
You look like you need a strong woman to help you with that, among other things.
I mean, yes, please. Thank you. Hey, Jules, are you?
Yes, I am flirting with you a little bit, Luke. Yes.
Good. That's cool. As am I with you.
Oh, well, great.
Training was worth the trip.
Yep.
Yeah, they did good.
They're all women who haven't
Tara
seen
would be
guys
proud.
in years, right?
Hope so.
Well, it has been 6
Could
years.
bring the kids also. Let them see the ocean for the first time.
Yeah, I know one idiot that would have loved this.
She's a good old worker and a good old pal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal.
Oh, look at what sand dollars we found on the beach. Amongst walker guts and
It was a fun day at the river
dead
today,
bones.
huh? Yeah. Let's see what she found.
Probably gonna be. What the heck? That was so weird. She's just like, ugh. Oh, it's a whisperer mask. Yeah, I did see that. I was gonna be like, what was she talking about? That was just such a weird face. Like the camera like panned right under her face. And she was just like, Rick, no, come back. Still, they kept the helicopter. He's out there somewhere. Oh shit! Do you see the new intro with the brick on the bridge, and then like the bridge is, and then it's on fire? That's pretty cool. So they added that, and then there's also the whisper border. Huh.
Kids found it by the estuary.
Skin.
The river must have carried it down.
What does it mean? Are they back?
We don't know. But Alexandria should go on lockdown just in case.
Hold on.
Just in case.
We don't have evidence to justify that. My official recommendation is that everyone should stay on alert until further notice. Eyes and ears open. That's it.
Copy that.
The whispers be creeping, man.
Sounds good.
Look
Over and
at
out.
Sydney. I haven't seen her in like 2
I
seasons.
appreciate your caution, and I get it. But we do not need to start a panic.
A lot of stuff washed up ashore from the recent storm. This might not mean anything.
Or it might mean something. Look, no one saw Alpha's herd move out, so maybe no one saw them move back in. But if there's a mask, maybe there are other signs of them out there. We owe it to our people to be sure.
Yeah.
I'll gather a group. We'll leave at 5.
I'm gonna hang back for a bit. I'll catch up.
Tell her not to leave again without saying goodbye.
Alright.
It's all just scare tactics. If that is even there by chance, it might have been planted intentionally.
See any sign of them calling in?
I guess that's their question, huh? In the meantime, we're gonna John Wayne this bitch. Oh shit.
Sean,
Yeah.
Katana's gotta be the best
we did
weapon.
good, guys.
So
Why would you ask that?
efficient.
I think about it a lot. We're the villains of someone else's story. A threat to their survival. So dangerous they threaten to wipe us out. Makes you wonder sometimes.
I don't give a shit about the Whisperers or where they stand.
I'm not just talking about the Whisperers.
What the hell else are you talking about? What are you talking about, Aaron? At least they can keep pace with each other. Good direction so far. It's kind of giving you a scope of things. You know, you got the beach.
Anything?
Nothing so far. Not over here.
You know, we may never find an answer to this.
They cover their tracks. There's a mask, there's a reason. Come on.
Hey! Shit! Come on!
This looks like the bridge that...
Watch their hands!
What the hell are you doing? Stupid. Running into combat for no reason. And you have one hand.
Well, that was stupid.
There you go.
We agreed not to cross their borders or to start anything without a reason. I lost Rick on a...
Yeah. Lost Rick on a bridge. I was gonna say, this reminded me of the bridge.
If it was them, you could have died. And it wasn't them, and you could have died. For what?
We've all been acting like this is normal. Holding our breaths for months. This isn't normal.
We have to keep our cool, or they win.
I've been keeping my cool my whole life. I've always been the nice guy. The good Samaritan.
Oh, look at Aaron growing a pair of
The
balls.
thing is, Eric is dead. Jesus is dead. And I'm goddamn sick of being nice.
Well, good. Because nice never got me anywhere. But smart did. They have a nuclear weapon, and we don't. It's not about being nice.
A nuclear weapon.
Good. Or anything, but keeping our people alive and not having them die over nothing. Believe me. I hate this too.
So they've been living 5-6 months with this
We should get back before dark.
with this agreement with the Whispers, and so everyone's just gone along with it, and they're not happy about it.
We didn't find anything. We're circling back.
Hold on. There's something you should see.
Seems like a weird moment to play hero, though. Come on, Aaron, you're better than that. This might have been their camp. Looks like it.
It's a campsite.
Very suspicious.
Couple people. What am I missing?
This is not what we wanted to show you.
We're good. Oh wait, we already knew that. We already knew that. I think I saw in the trailer there's another scene where I hook up.
Campers must have got into a fight with these walkers, right?
Well, maybe the two things are connected.
This ain't an ordinary camp. What the hell is that?
Looks like he's been here for a while.
It's just a dead walker. Or person.
My skin.
This must have been one of their camps.
So at least one of them has been on our side of the border at some point.
Yeah, but when? What the hell happened here?
I can see what's coming unless we stop it. Fear is dangerous. It can drive us apart again. And we're gonna need to squash it before it starts.
But fear can also keep us safe.
They're trying to spy on them.
I forgot that on the bridge.
I was telling you to be smart, not afraid. I've been thinking about what you said earlier. About who we've become, who we are. And the truth is, we are the good guys. And I know who Rick and Carl were. And Eric and Jesus, too. We have to choose to be the good guys.
Rick is out there.
Even when it's hard.
Somewhere. We just don't know where.
And the minute that we start to question that, we lose sight of it.
It's over.
That's when the answer to that question starts to change. And that's scarier than any skin mask.
That's right. Come on, comic Rick lookalike. Can't you at least agree to disagree?
Very, very far. China was a gigantic way. But after a while, the horse got scared and ran away, leaving the brave man all alone. So, the brave man walked all by himself to the bridge. Remember how we built the bridge for all his friends? Yeah. Well, the millions of walkers followed the brave man onto the bridge, and on the other side, all his friends were waiting. The brave man couldn't let the walkers reach his friends and hurt them, so he blew up the bridge, and all the walkers fell into the water, and he saved all his friends. The end. Did the brave man go to his friend's house after that? No. He died and went to heaven. Will he come back someday, like the walkers? No. Not like
Oh my
that.
gosh.
But
That's weird.
people like the brave man are never really gone anywhere. He lives inside our hearts and makes us brave too.
Hey! Is anybody gonna say hi?
Hi.
Hi!
Hi, Mom.
Come on.
It's weird because they grow up in a world where walkers
You
are
too, baby girl.
a
Come here.
thing. And
I know.
it's kind of like a supernatural thing,
Hi.
like God or ghosts, you know.
Mama, I didn't like when the brave man died. Why did they do that?
Well, there's some people that you love so much that you would do anything for them. Just like I would do anything for you and for Judith.
And my dad?
Yes. And your dad. All right, bring it back in. Come on.
I hope that Rick can reunite with them at some point. Seriously, like Oh, the fucking satellite fell from...
Is that a meteor shower?
Because no one's manning it. Oh, that would make sense. That's a cool thing to introduce.
Eugene's on the radio. He needs to talk to you now.
I do believe that's a flying piece of metal specimen coming down from bird wisdom.
Kids found it by the estuary. The river must have carried it down.
What does it mean? Are they back?
We don't know. But Alexandria should go on lockdown just in case.
Hold on. We don't have evidence to justify that. My official recommendation is that everyone should stay on alert until further notice.
There's 40 Chapter episodes. And Eugene, what the heck? Oh, it's the baby. He's looking, oh my god. I've been looking in the self-help section while I tend to this baby here with all my pants. The baby likes the music. What? Usually a nice lullaby does the trick, not you know.
Copy that. Over and out.
It's not usually Tom Petty that does the trick. Well, it's not Tom Petty. I don't know. I don't recognize that song.
5 minutes and 16 seconds.
I also might have to edit that
not
song
less.
out because YouTube and music. So
I were to heat the milk up for like 5 minutes and 18 seconds.
I have rigged the kitchen timer to go off at precisely 5 and 16, so such a scenario will not come to pass. Furthermore, I've taken the liberty of charting her feedings and diaper changes. She is very regular. Congratulations.
Eugene, she's a baby, not a science experiment. You can't boil people down to charts and graphs.
No, you know what? I'll take it. Might not use it all or like any of it, but thanks.
You know, ever since everyone got those damn radio setups, Eugene, this one's been doing nothing but talking. You gotta move that thing out of the house.
Hey, man. Is everything okay?
the hell's he spacing out about?
Yes, the girl said. I have
Lydia.
received. I've gone my whole life without reading. See the point in learning how to do it now.
Oh, she doesn't know how to freaking read.
Open a whole new world for you.
Oh, because
You're picking it up so quick. You're a natural.
There's nothing natural about this.
that would make sense.
We need the room.
She's been a whisperer her whole life.
Should she be here for this?
Yeah. Oh look, she's taking after Henry. Swinging and swapping and swatting and Negan's out. What the heck? Negan is on parole. Oh.
Everything okay?
Fine. Exactly the same as it was 20 minutes ago.
What's the big meeting for? Why are folks giving you the side eye?
Same folks eyeing you. What have you done in the past however many years you've been here, huh?
Negan. Get back to work. Sir?
The hell's that guy?
Hey. You're supposed to keep your distance.
It's like, yeah, look at this tomato. Woo!
They're on alert.
What?
Someone found a skin.
What does alert mean?
You've been here longer. You tell me.
It means watch your back, kid.
Two outcast characters, and they never interact in the comics. So this is this is an interesting little conversation here. Yeah. Again, I'm glad they add stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Hey, boss.
Just like, yeah, I just don't want to deal with you. Hey, boss.
Creepy, right? Okay, you chill. I'll be right back.
What the fucking hell? He's seen. Oh yeah, because he.
There you are, Hef.
Jeez, that's creepy.
Dante. What are you doing here? Dude,
Oh, it's a new
spawn was
character.
Screaming bloody murder. I could hear it down in the infirmary. Oh, shit. Well, I wanted to make sure you were cool. So... You cool?
Oh. Just, dealing with household pests and shit.
Good thing I got to town in time for you to play house. I reorganized the meds. Infirmary's humming. Might have earned my keep for the day. Though who are we kidding? We're like gods in the apocalypse. By the way, this yellow alert business? Damn.
He's losing his mind.
So...
That's creepy, dude. I
what's
see
with
the
this whisper?
guys with
You want to get a room?
Excuse me?
The way you're staring at my mouth is making me warm and tingly inside.
What?
Kiss me already. Shit.
What the fuck?
So tempting. Yeah. But I need to get this kid to sleep. So, thank you for checking on me.
Anytime, man.
Are they gonna...
Or should I say God?
Are they gonna show any extra scenes from the slaughter of the heads decapitated? Because they only showed, like, his flashback from last season. Oh. That answers my question. Oh my god, I love that imagery right there with Alpha sitting down.
Surprised
and
you knocked
flips
off work
to him.
early. I thought you couldn't get enough for the
That
great
is
outdoors.
amazing. I love that. I fucking love that.
Listen, if you've got something to say, can you just please get to the point? Because I don't have time today. Seriously.
Oh, David boy, why don't you just nestle in below me and let me baby bird a little bit of my wisdom into that pretty little mouth of yours. You see, people tend to get mixed up on about who they hate. Yesterday, I was public enemy number one. Now I'm the guy that picks the vegetables and takes out the trash. I'm okay with that.
Great. Great upgrade.
Now, at least. But until this whole thing passes, I'm gonna keep my head down so people don't move me from the proverbial semi-us category to the category of them.
That's not what's happening here.
I didn't say is. I said that it will. You see, the boogeyman just stuck his gnarly skin-covered mask out from behind that closet door, and people are putting their shitting pants back on, because pants shitting is definitely happening. Now, this alert shit, all I'm seeing is indecision. Now, you ask me, you gotta make them feel secure, even if it's just for show. Sort of like how you have a guy following me around with a spear all day in case I suddenly decide I'm gonna brain somebody with a tomato.
So, you're telling me to lie? That's your advice?
Put shit in pants.
That's your regurgitated bird wisdom?
No, not lie. At most, I'm talking about a little strategic omission, maybe minor misleading. Think of it as using the truth to manipulate, but hell, at the end of the day, if that's what keeps people alive, what's the harm?
Oh my god, Rick and Negan have this conversation in the comics. Fuck. Oh, they remixed it, but yeah, Rick and Negan. Actually, I think you could see it in the background. It's it's that poster right there with Rick sitting down with his face shadowed and Negan over his shoulder.
Lock the gates for the night, and let's double up security at the walls.
Oh, and then it syncs up to this, huh? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Alexandria to Oceanside. Come in, Oceanside. Please speak up.
Oceanside copy. This is Rachel.
This is Eugene. I need to speak with Michonne and any of the community leadership at O-West right away. Something of grave importance is about to happen.
I do declare I want some Russian assets.
It's founded by the
dogs?
estuary. The river must have carried it down.
What does it mean? Are they back?
You see, this is how you do a radio episode. I'm thinking of Fear the Walking Dead when they did those stupid intercut scenes. This is how you do them.
Heads up behind you, Kel. Watch your step. Sorry.
What's going on with your hearing? Nothing, I'm fine. It's getting worse, isn't it? I'm fine. It's just when there are a lot of voices and sounds, I can't always make out if someone is talking to me. And I can't predict when it's gonna happen. So I was reading that for you guys because you cannot see it. It'll be okay. We're gonna keep practicing, make sure you're ready. But who's gonna take care of you? If I can't interpret, who's gonna take care of me? Please. We got this. You and me together, remember? It's not a disability. It's a damn superpower. Connie definitely became one of my favorites last season. And Dog, of course. I still wonder if her and Daryl are going to get together, because they did make a really good duo when they went after Henry and Lydia last season. So we'll see if they continue that budding relationship. Meanwhile, got this
You
awkward.
ever wonder why they call bird shit guano?
Nah. I just call it bird shit.
Yeah. Me too. You know something, when I worked in a zoo, birds used to scare the hell out of me. Lions, tigers, no problem. That's the kind of sensitive way big cats operate, but ostriches, those things are disemboweled for looking at them sideways.
Gotta eat more birds. Show them those balls.
Wonder what seagull tastes like.
Not chicken. Hi, buddy.
Think you lost something.
No, he just likes you better. Right?
Again, I wonder if they're gonna get together or not. Oh, not bad. You signed with a southern accent.
Really?
Huh, I didn't know you could... Or sign language. Interesting. Carol! Getting some fresh fish.
Carol.
Ezekiel. In the friend zone now. Yeah! We were a thing for like,
Hey.
a while.
Hey. It's good to see you.
You too. You look good.
Thanks. Sorry, excuse me.
He's still not over it. Does he have a sign language book? in his back pocket? I saw
Did
that.
you miss me?
Not really.
I'll take that.
I wonder if Ezekiel's gonna be jealous. I mean, I get it.
How was it out there?
They were together for so long, but...
Work till you feel like your back's gonna break. Then you work some more. And at the end of the night, you fall down and sleep like the dead. On a deck under the stars. It's the best.
Find what you were looking for?
Oh, then we sailed down south to this dock where Oceanside's been picking up letters from Maggie. There wasn't anything there. Hasn't been for a while.
It's been a while since I heard from you.
I told you, fishing's hard.
That's not what I mean.
What's going on with Maggie?
You were looking for her, weren't you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, no. I tried to forget everything that happened. It was good. If we're lucky, we never have to think about those skin freaks ever again.
I remember seeing this clip.
What?
We found one of their masks today.
Okay.
Michonne just took a group out looking for signs of them. You want to go?
No. I'm only here until the next boat heads out.
All right. That's what you want to do.
Is she going back into like...
Never been through here before.
We just cleared it out. Get around the river border.
Faster.
Hang on.
Because remember in season 7 when she left Alexandria, she didn't want any part of the Negan conflict until she found out what happened to Glenn and Abraham. So is she like trying to maintain her emotions by just like saying like, I don't want to be part of this?
We had that one.
Well, you're supposed to call it.
You didn't call it.
Don't want to play with you anymore if you cheat every time.
I'm not cheating.
Watch your hands.
Wash their hands, dude. New Mexico. What? What are these title sequences? This is different for the I mean, there have been episodes where they've done these like big white text intros before, but nothing like this. It's been more consistent. I'd say season 6 premiere had it, but that was like the before and after. But this is like multiple titles.
Stop.
Why?
It's one of her boarders.
They're walkers. We can still get the deer.
No, it's too late.
Why are we still respecting borders we never agreed to when Alpha isn't even here? Can we just forget about them
It's
already?
too late.
What the hell? How does he know that?
A deer could have fed 200 people.
You know what? That's a reference to the first season. Remember when Daryl's hunting the deer and then he finds out that it got bit by the walker?
I'm sorry I pissed you off.
Huh. That's an interesting little callback there.
Sorry, you pissed me off too.
There's no reason to start shit if we don't gotta. After the storm, we all agreed to that.
That's why it's just as well that I left.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Won't you come on home now?
I'm a sea dog, man. Why don't you get off my ass before I put you on yours?
Sorry if I didn't want my best friend to spend her whole life on a boat.
Oh.
Best friend? What are you, Zen?
Whatever.
Should we have matching bracelets now?
Oh, God, forget it.
No, I could make some with fisherman's twine. Decorate them. They'd be really cute. With tiny little seashells.
Oh, my God. I take it back.
Oh, what's your favorite color? Green? Blue? Black. Definitely black.
Not
I got an idea. Why don't we eat and not talk?
Should we make a matching collar for dog?
this conversation, I'm wondering. Indulge
Daryl.
me.
Yeah.
You ever wonder if this is all there is? Just run into people, kill each other until whoever's left says enough.
Sometimes I think we're just surviving one fight to the next.
It was like that for you and me before all this.
Yeah. There's gotta be people out there like us. Right? I get what Maggie's doing with Georgie. I don't.
Well, we don't know what the hell she is.
Go out on the boat with me this time.
Just run away together.
Be pirates. Heck yeah.
She doesn't
Nah,
want to.
cooped up in those little cabins all day.
She doesn't want to.
That's not me.
Screw the boat. We'll take your bike and go out on the road.
Better.
Head out west.
New Mexico.
What the hell's in New Mexico?
People who weave bracelets.
That's where the New Mexico part.
No more fighting. Just get on the bike and go. See who's left.
He made one. Well, I guess he tried.
Sounds good to me.
They're the longest lasting characters in this series. It's interesting to have dialogue between them because they've been through all the events of the series, and so. And now we get the title of the episode. So what is going on with this fucking satellite?
This is crazy. We can't do this.
We don't have a choice.
If we get caught on their side of the border, that's it. That's war. It's fire. Fire spread. It could burn through our hunting ground. Or take out Oceanside.
Joan, are we doing this?
We gotta go now.
Let's go. Come on.
We got a lot of new stuff that's not in the comics. How long was that satellite circling the Earth before it just decided to crash? That's like, what was that, 7 years?
Start on the outside! Push it!
Yeah, it was a Russian satellite. Just get seawater. You don't want to waste your water supply. Just get salt water.
It's gonna be a long night, son. Long, hot night. As soon as you clear your area, move to the ends. Keep digging. We gotta get this done before the fire jumps the line.
Magna. Magna.
What?
She's spinning out.
I'm fine.
No. What's wrong?
Look around.
All right, everybody, clear back. Clear back. We need to backburn the stray fuel by the control line so the fire can't spread.
Let's light it up.
I know. Let's stop the fire by creating more fire. Holy shit! How long have they been at this?
boss. Got your boss, Jerry. Pace yourself, maybe? It's gonna take a minute. Fire was the beginning of the end for the kingdom. We're not letting that happen to Oceanside. You okay, boss? Let me take point of this round. Okay?
I'm out of water.
Seems like a lost cause. I'm out. That's worse. Well, abandon the beach. It was nice. It was nice having Oceanside for one more episode after being left out of the series forever. But now it's time to pack up and bogey on back home. Jeez Louises, dude. Embers? What title sequences are there? Terrell's extruded. Going in melee combat. Oh my gosh. Oh, that thing's dead. Oh, yeah. Here's some epic screenshots. Courtesy of entertainment.com. Flaming shot with a now full attack. Go into cavalry! Woohoo! Woo! Oh my god, get away from the fire. I do declare I'm gonna attack the fire with fire. Is that what he said in season 5? Fire with fire. She's using the blood to put out the fire.
Everyone steer clear of that tree. It's gonna fall into Minuto.
Hitting the This will only take one swing. Daryl with the powerhouse blow. Jeez. All that because of a fucking satellite. I gotta give Angela King, like, that's such a clever idea to, like, think about things that would deteriorate without human intervention. That's, you know.
Come on, pack up and move!
Let's go, let's go!
Eugene, let's go!
I just need 20 minutes.
You get 0. We gotta go now.
10. Just 10. We should excavate and transport this satellite to our vehicles. I believe there may be invaluable technological implications for our communities if I'm able to retrieve any of the useful bits from inside. I'm not asking.
Oh my God! Yumiko! Luke! Magna! Everybody, come on! We're helping with the satellite. 5 minutes and out.
I knew it. I do declare there's some valuable misgivings from the Russians.
Genius?
They're trying to hack our elections.
There's radiation all around us. Certainly there's radiation from space, but every one of us is already infected with some kind of nasty that changes us into epidermis epicureans at point of RIP. I mean, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I get it, man. No one's getting superpowers today. I'm on it.
Cut into my 10 minutes.
All right. What could
We
you
made the right
really
choice.
use?
Let's not push our luck.
Maybe this buys us some goodwill. This helps them too.
We helped our people. That's enough good for me for now. Where are Carol and Daryl?
Yeah, like the Whisperers would really... What the heck?
You still want to run away together?
This is where Alpha's herd was. Why are they... What?
Look, I need you to stay. Just think about it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to punch holes in all them boats.
It's the Carol cycle. She fights, loses herself, and fights some more, and... Oh, shit, in a pot. I just finished shitting in this bush here, and oh my gosh. The showdown of the century. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, does that mean that she knows that they crossed into the border? Sorry, what the heck? Webcam getting blurry there for a minute. Wow. Alright. Just some initial impressions from that episode. I loved the imagery of Alpha sitting with the machete after she had killed her victims, a scene we did not see from Sadiq's flashback, and then it mirrors Negan sitting in jail, and it's crazy because it takes our two most recent villains and like juxtaposes them in just a back-to-back scene, and I instantly knew what they were trying to do. So like, I don't want to say that was my favorite moment of the episode because there were a lot of cool things. Obviously, the satellite. Here's the thing that's kind of frustrating. I thought that the satellite incident was going to be the thing that Alpha was going to get pissed off at. That, oh my gosh, they're crossing into our territory. I don't care if they helped put out a fire and stopped the forest from burning down. I was very strict about my guidelines and borders and blah, 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 blah. I thought that she was going to use that incident to be a bitch and incite violence. But it turned out that Daryl and Carol's just carelessness at the end of the episode, you saw Alpha was clearly not happy that Carol was standing there. That was their terror. The thing is also, Daryl has been there. That's where Alpha had him at gunpoint with the shotgun and showed the ginormous horde that was in that gully. And she said, I will descend this upon you if you get into my territory. And he's like, Daryl is like, oh yeah, let me just take Carol to the one place I know where there might be 1,001 walkers. So, I don't understand the thinking there. Like, why would they be so careless? Like, it's almost like they're reverting Carol back to what she was in the end of season 6, season 7, where she was in this, her time with Morgan made her think about if she wanted to kill people or not. And then she ran away and isolated herself, and it took Ezekiel and Morgan and, realizing that Negan and the Saviors were such large threats to bring to bring her back to the fold. And now her basically PTSD trauma of losing Henry, losing her fairy tale life with Ezekiel, like now she just doesn't want any part of it. It's like back to what happened when she left Alexandria before Negan and the Saviors came. And now her actions are a direct result of what Alpha has done. Now, they're not going to make Carol go reclusive for the entire season, because that obviously frustrated people for the entirety of season 7 until the finale, when they came in and saved Rick and Alexandria. Carol was a part of nothing. She just stayed in that house, made her contributions, made her conversations. I mean, but even still, she was barely in any episodes. She was in that second episode of season 7, and then she was in the mid-season finale, really not doing anything. And then Ezekiel would visit her. Morgan obviously visited her in the episode where Morgan goes crazy in the head. But they didn't do much with Carol. She was just like there, and they're like, yeah, she's isolated. She develops this dynamic with Ezekiel in the kingdom, but that's about it. From the trailers, at least, we know that Carol says that Alpha has to die. The bitch has to die. We remember that from the trailer. So they're not going to go the whole season just making Carol reclusive, and then at the very end of the season she comes in to save the day and try to kill Alpha and save the people from the Whispers. That's not going to happen. I think that it's going to be quick, because Angela Kane gets to the point. Even at the end of this episode, Daryl and Carol were talking about just leaving, and then Carol is almost reminded that vengeance might not be such a bad idea. She sees Alpha, the person that murdered her son, adopted son, and so many others, and I saw that look kind of wash over her face, like, no, you know what? Maybe the best course is not to run with my tail between my legs. Maybe I should go out loudly with a bang. And that's what that look told me, at least. And I think it's setting us up. That scene set us up for, like, that's the battle. That's Carol. That's like, Alpha's the anti-Carol. So that's Carol versus anti-Carol. And I believe that Carol is going to be the one to kill Alpha. It's different in the comics. Obviously, that would be really cool if they went the comic route. There are some different things, though, that I don't want to get into too much with that. So it would be tough. I still want Negan to have dialogue with Alpha and the Whisperers. I want them to interact. I will be very disappointed if we don't get the issue 154, 156 stuff. But I don't. If we even do get that, I don't think we would get it until the mid-season finale or even mid-season premiere. Like, that's kind of when I'm eyeballing that to happen. So we're gonna have a lot of this McCarthyism, fear, silence the whispers, people freaking out. Alpha's going to make her threats. She's going to get pissed off probably that they crossed into the borders. She's going to have some... We saw in the trailer, she's like, you have to be punished. So she's going to try to punish our group in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, we'll see how things progress. Again, it's weird not having Henry, because again, they made him such a focal character. Because they gave him Carl's arc with Lydia, they put so much emphasis on him in the back half of season 9 that now that he just died in that freaking Pike sequence, it's kind of frustrating, because now, I mean, again, like, you have a lot of other characters, so there's no lack of characters, but I'm just wondering what they're going to do with Lydia. Again, I don't know if Daryl, Carol, and she had that very interesting dialogue with Negan, so that's another potential person, but it just makes me wonder what they're saving her for, what her role is going to be, because people obviously don't trust her because she used to be a Whisperer, so keep an eye on her. The montage with the baby was pretty funny, with Rosita. That was kind of... I mean, again, that's not in the comics also. And like I said, the satellite was just a really cool, because, I mean, you think of things that break down, if no one is around to maintain them, what eventually deteriorates, even buildings and infrastructures. And so one of those things, I mean, the first shot of the episode is in space. And it's kind of funny, because if you guys know the story of how Robert Kirkman pitched the comics, he said that aliens started the zombie virus. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that. Obviously, the Walking Dead original comic that ended in issue 193, that does not happen. That's not how it ends. They never solved the virus. They just learned to live with the walkers amongst them. So I found it funny that the episode started in space with this thing flying around the Earth. It was just kind of interesting to me because like you get the scope of the whole world, and it's just like to think like, yeah, like there's stuff happening all over the globe, of people who survived the virus, and it has been 6+ years, and it doesn't look like civilization's bouncing back anytime soon. So I mean, that's a much larger time jump than the comics. There was only like a 2.5 time jump. But because of the stuff with Rick and you aged up all the characters, it's been 6.5 years. So yeah, just lots of clever things. Clever things. Even the other introduction of this episode where you had the phalanx shields, the Oceanside, those sharp shields when they were raiding the boat. It just, again, I'm glad they're using Oceanside. It's kind of cool that Luke flirting with that girl because, again, I don't know how much the Oceanside women are interacting with the other communities, but that's all a group of women. So, like, having guys in their life is probably a new concept. So I'm sure some of the girls are thirsty, if you know what I mean. So it's a small detail that doesn't get overlooked in the span. I mean, you think of all the things in this episode. We didn't have Hilltop, but again, we had Alexandria, we had Oceanside. But I like that because, again, having too many of the communities, and I said this in previous vlogs, where it stretched the focus too wide. But now we only have Alexandria, Oceanside, and Hilltop. And it really focuses the action in any one of those places. And then Alpha's territory, things that happen in and around the communities when they're out and about. And it makes the interactions meaningful because you know that they're going to be, all right, we're going here, we're not going there. And they can do much more. They can make meaningful content with the 3 civilizations they had. Before, you had those 3 civilizations, and then you also had the kingdom, and you had the junkyard, and you had the sanctuary. Like, you had way too much. And I said this in a previous vlog. I mean, I'm kind of repeating myself, but for you guys who watch my reaction videos and stuff, this is just an improvement that I like that Angela Kang has done, where she's consolidated the cast of characters and the locations so that she can make the best story with what she's got. And I appreciate that. I really like that. And I'm excited to see how they expand moving forward. So, I mean, I got to rate this episode highly. I would give it, a solid 9. It set out to do all of the things that it accomplished. I can't even really think of many. I don't know. I can't think of too many negatives. I'm wondering where the Daryl and Carol conversation was going, because I didn't know if they were going to go into relationship territory. Like, are Daryl and Carol finally going to get into a relationship? But then we saw some stuff with Connie and Daryl where he's trying to learn sign language. I'm getting the pendulum swinging this way and that way as to where, like, will Daryl get into a romantic relationship, or are they just going to have this best friend, long companionship with him and Carol? I don't know. I didn't know where that was going. I wasn't sure what they're necessarily doing with that. I mean, Daryl made that little goofy friendship bracelet thing, but like, we already knew they were best friends. They've been with each other since the very beginning of this series. They've had the most character development. There are longest lasting characters left. Now that Morgan, whatever the heck's going on with him in Fear, and then Rick, we don't know what's going on with him in the movies. So I guess you could also include Judith in there, but she was bored in season 3. So you have these 2 long-lasting characters, these A-listers, but again, I'm a bit confused. I just hope that their storyline is fulfilling, especially Daryl. He stepped into a great leadership role in season 9 after isolating himself after Rick went missing. And I'm interested to see how they keep. I don't want them to minimize Daryl's character development. I want them to expand it. Same with Carol. Let's not rehash what happened to her in season 7 when she went into reclusive hiding when the Saviors were taking over and running rampant across the territories. Let's have Carol involved in the action, going after Alpha and putting an end to the Whisperers. I want her to be a part of the action, not just running off and hiding in a cave. So, all right, that's my review. I hope you guys like it. I don't know if I'll do like more of like an official review. I kind of just compacted it with this vlog. So if you guys would like another review, let me know. I'm always open to it. And that's about it from me. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if the format works from you. Again, I had to kind of darken the video and manipulate it so that YouTube doesn't get angry at me. I want to make sure I'm following the rules here. And special shout out to Freakish Order, who made this artwork right here. You could follow her on Instagram, where she puts up most of her Walking Dead art pieces. So, all right. Thanks. I'll see you later for more awesome content. Episode 2 next week. Peace out.